Have you set goals for this year? I talked previously in some of my videos this month about reviewing your goals in September and really putting that last push for the year to reach to those goals. Talked about bringing your team involved. But now I want to talk about what are you doing every day to make sure that those goals are achieved. A lot of us will make a goal and then decide that the goal itself, while we'd love to be there, we don't want to do what we need to do in the day to day to actually reach those goals. I've even spoken to some people who think some of it is punishment. And one of these things came to me because it was something that happened in my home, and we'd put some rules in for my stepson. And my boyfriend then let him go around the rule one night because he'd been particularly helpful. And I was like, wait, why would you let him go around that rule? The rule was that he had to be off a phone an hour before bed because he was having trouble sleeping. And so my boyfriend said to me, oh, well, I thought I would just give it to him as a reward. Well, it's not really a reward if it's going to take him away from the goal, which was getting better sleep so that he could do better in school. I've seen this in workplaces too, where the day-to-day things that we need to do that might help us, we see as a punishment. They have an example from a workplace. They put one of the workplaces, there was several buildings. So one of the workplaces put in a new rule, and it came out of kind of a punishment because people weren't speaking to each other in the cross shifts. It came out as a punishment. So the other groups were very much like, no, we don't want that. We never want that. And I was like, well, why not? Here's all the positives of doing that particular thing. And they kind of took a step back, but they felt like having to do that was a punishment, when the reality was it was going to make their lives so much easier, and they would all get out of work faster. So they didn't have to stop and wait while the other person arrived to do the whole handover. It was a notebook to keep all the information. So we need to look at these things, those day-to-day skills and tools that we need to do, as rewards themselves. Whatever your goal is, whatever that day-to-day thing that you need to get it done. And don't make it a big ordeal. I think that's what makes it harder, is making it a bigger ordeal than what it actually is. The obvious ones are always the ones where we lose weight. Well, you do a little exercise every day. Make sure it's something fun that matches you, because we talked about that this week. That's something that you're going to enjoy, so you'll actually do it. But on top of that, just do it. Once you've decided what that thing is going to be, don't put a big ordeal around it. Just get up, get it done, and leave it to that. But also don't see it as a punishment. If you've got it in your head as this is a punishment for something, then you need to just change your view of that. This isn't the punishment. This is what's leading me to my reward, whatever that goal is. So keep that goal in mind. I always talk about having a vision. Keep that vision or goal in mind so that those day-to-day things that you might find annoying actually are just, now are just leading you to that vision. Keep that whatever that goal is, keep the vision of you being there in mind so that the day-to-day doesn't feel so annoying. Hope you're having a wonderful week. We just started leading with these. Another course will be starting in January of next year, but we'll also be doing Solopreneur to CEO starting in November. So hope to see some of you there. Hope you're having a great week. As always, feel free to connect with me either through the messages underneath here, so in the comments section, or send me an email or book a 20-minute call. I'm always happy to have a chat.